There's a moment that almost nobody talks about. It's not when the relationship ends. It's not when you block them. It's not even when you finally stop checking your phone. It's the moment after, when the noise is gone, the tension is gone, the pull is gone. And instead of relief, you feel empty. This video is about why that emptiness doesn't mean you made the wrong choice, and why it might be the most honest moment you've had in a long time. Most people say, "I miss them." But what they're really saying is, "I miss how I felt when my nervous system was activated." Because the truth is, you don't miss the person. You miss the version of yourself that existed inside the pattern. The hyper-aware you, the hopeful you, the waiting you, the almost chosen you. When the relationship ends, that version disappears, and that loss feels like grief. When you live inside emotional intensity long enough, it becomes part of who you are. Your thoughts revolve around them. Your mood reacts to their behavior. Your sense of worth fluctuates with their attention. So when the pattern breaks, your nervous system doesn't just lose connection, it loses orientation. That's why silence can feel frightening. Not because you're alone, but because there's no familiar signal telling you who to be. A regulated nervous system feels quiet, no urgency, no anticipation, no emotional spikes. But if your system learned love through tension, quiet doesn't feel safe. It feels empty. So your body asks the wrong question, "Why don't I feel anything?" When the real question is, why did intensity feel like meaning? Here's the reframe most people never get. You didn't lose love. You lost stimulation. You didn't lose connection. You lost activation. And activation can feel powerful, but it's not intimacy. Intimacy doesn't hijack your nervous system. It doesn't erase you. It doesn't require survival. There's a specific kind of grief that happens here. You're not grieving the person. You're grieving the version of yourself that was always trying. The hope that this time it would finally work. The emotional role you knew how to play. Letting go means becoming someone new, and new feels unfamiliar before it feels safe. This is the moment most people relapse, not because they believe it will be different, but because emptiness feels unbearable. So they return, not to the person, but to the identity the pattern gave them. Relief follows, and relief gets mistaken for truth. Healing is not fireworks. Healing feels slow, neutral, quiet, sometimes boring. Not because nothing is happening, but because your nervous system is learning a new baseline, one that doesn't require tension to feel alive. The most important skill isn't letting go, it's staying present long enough for safety to stop feeling empty. At first, calm feels like nothing, then it feels unfamiliar, then it starts to feel grounding, and one day you realize peace no longer scares you. If you feel empty after walking away, it doesn't mean you made a mistake. It means a pattern ended, and something new hasn't fully formed yet. This channel exists to help you recognize that moment, so you don't confuse healing with loss. If this resonated, subscribe and stay. This content is for educational and informational purposes only. It is not a substitute for therapy, diagnosis, or professional mental health treatment. If these patterns feel overwhelming or unsafe, please seek support from a qualified mental health professional.